Welcome back, guys. Old Guy Gamer here. I got some downloadable content. Downloaded the Ford DLC. It's got the 70 or 71 Mach 1 Mustang. But for now, we're just going to keep doing orders like we always do. $41,000. I could probably do that Corvette over there. Or at least buy some wheels for it or something. Transmission and exhaust. Let's do that one. No story orders to do, so this probably isn't going to even make it to YouTube. But whatever. We'll make some money. Quick and easy. I did Plane Mechanic Simulator earlier today. I did Train Mechanic Simulator a little later in the day. Now I'm doing Car Mechanic Simulator. I really wanted to do planes, trains, and automobiles all on the same day. So I'm going to throw one last video out here today so I can say I did them all. And then I can put that joke behind me. Alright, let's see if we can figure out what's wrong with this car. This thing is a piece of garbage. Man. I don't know what year this thing is, but it is ugly. Man. Muffler 10. What did it say the problem was? Oh, little muffler. And then gearbox. So I guess we'll start there. How much you want to bet it's like clutch? And that's it. We'll be able to get out of here pretty quick and easy, saying we played the game. Starter. Accessible from the engine bay, of course. I wonder if it's possible to start the lift going down and then jump in front of it and get underneath it. What happens? Does it glitch out the game, or does it stop and go back up? Maybe you get an achievement for spilling blood on the floor. I know, that's kind of gross and morbid. That's just a joke. Relax, people. There we go. My goodness. Gearbox i6. It's not even a V8 Camaro. Oh, man. Just set it on fire. There's the problems. Let's get this stuff out of here. I have been playing this game like crazy on my console. I'm so much farther on that game. It's kind of... I just don't like playing this game on the PC because I'm not as far as I am on my console. On my console, I'm making like custom muscle cars and exotics and all that stuff, and I come here and I'm like working on a piece of garbage 77 Camaro with a inline 6-cylinder. Ridiculous. I don't even remember how to... Is it a tablet for the computer? There we go. My goodness. I don't even remember what I need. Darn it. It was 3 things. I didn't need all 4. Middle exhaust. So I don't need the flywheel. Alright. Wow, I'm having a bad day. And then, nope, exhaust. Middle exhaust. Middle muffler, whatever it's called. Alright, let's do this. Finish it up. Wrap it up. I guess they want the 37% one back in the car. I want to buy this car from this guy just so I can fix it up and do it right. Really? You're going to put a... Whatever, at least he's doing the clutch. I was going to yell at him for doing a flywheel with 37% life back in it, back in the car. Whatever, who cares? It's his piece of garbage car. Let him put more garbage back in it. That's from the side. Oh man, this is going to be trouble because now it's going to put me really far away when I spin. Yep. You know what? I think I want to make some money on that Corvette. Let's go do something with it. What did I say? Lift can't be lowered. Make sure there's nothing blocking it and stand at a safe distance. That's me. Oh, I wasn't under it all the way. Alright, we're going to answer this question right here, right now. Oh, it wouldn't let me go under it. I just wanted to see what would happen. That's all. Alright, we're done. Let's wrap this thing up and send it home. 600 bucks. I spent 323 bucks to make 662. So stupid. Alright, let's see what's going on with this. Look at this thing. Oh, the whole thing is just... Whatever. Let me take the oil out of it. I can change the oil at least. Oh, there's no oil in it. Another sign of a quality product. Oh, I was gonna take the drive shaft out so I could take a look at the engine on the engine mount. Engine... What do you call that thing where you build the engine over there? Engine stand. That's it. I'll take this stuff out and see what it looks like on the engine stand. No starter. That'll help. My family has been debating whether or not yesterday's video is funny or not. I started recording a video with my wife on American Truck Simulator. There was a bee on the curtain. Go check that video out. Let me know if you think it's funny or not. It's just me killing a bee with my daughter's shoe and then her flushing it in the background. Man, this is going to take me forever. Can't fix those. Can't fix those. Can't fix the gas tank. Alright, let's go put this thing on the... Let's go put it on the engine stand. Where are we at here? There we go. See if it'll let me even pull it out. See if I did it right. Yep. I got a brand new engine over here. What the heck? Why do I have a brand new engine over here? I forgot it was here. What is this doing here? So it's 2-carb overhead valve V8. This is a supercharged car, but it might take a... I saw 2-carb overhead valve engine as an option. I could take that brand new engine and just throw it in here. Just get rid of the supercharger. That might be the way to go. I don't know. I hate not doing the car full and doing it right, but... Let's look at... Most of the parts are over 60%. If I put a brand new engine in there... See, the frame condition is 88. The interior condition is 95. That's actually pretty good. If I put a brand new engine in here... Bolt Reptilia DR. I don't know what DR means, but... That might be a quick turnaround. Just take the supercharger aspect out of it. The only thing is the suspension's all gonna really be horrible on this car. Let's take a look at what the battery and stuff is. Okay. Did I miss it? Whatever. Let's I'm so indecisive right now. I don't know what to do with this car. Got a brand new engine sitting over there. I could just make it look cool and sell it. Let's make it a 60% car. How about that? That'll give us a ton of money to play with next time we play this game. I could just put some big showy wheels on this thing with some regular street tires. It's got discs all the way around. Man, this is a really nice car. I don't want to do it halfway. I definitely like the controls on the PC better. I mean, just the mouse, the camera, maneuvering around. I mean, the drive shaft really kind of gets me on the PC where you can't move around that very well, but other than that, everything else is way smoother on the PC than it is on the console. Shock absorber B. Can't fix that. We can buy a new one though. This game gets really cool. You know, when you get all three bays, you can start putting, you know, high performance parts in these cars. The game gets really awesome. I love playing this game, but right now it's just a chore. I love doing this kind of work on the game though, because at least this is interesting. Working on these special cars that I can make a ton of money on. Alright, don't gotta be that close. If anybody knows what DR means on this, let me know. It's called Bolt Reptilia, which is the name for a Chevy Corvette. Bolt means Chevy, Reptilia means Corvette. I don't know what DR means, so if anybody's got an idea, let me know. Each car in this game has a alternate name, which is kind of funny because I downloaded the Ford DLC, which is called Ford. I'm trying to remember what the game calls Ford cars. Salem. Salem is the name for Ford. Bolt is the name for Chevy. And it's just little stuff like that, little differences. But there's going to be a time in this game where I have Ford DLC at the same time that I have Salem Flamos and Salem... I forget what the other Ford cars that are in this. Salem Flamo is the... oh, what is it? Ford Pinto? I think it is. Whatever, I don't even care that the names are different. When I look at the Salem Flamo, I know it's a Ford Pinto. When I look at the Bolt Reptilia, I know it's a Chevy Corvette. So I don't even care that it's called something different. You end up getting to the point where all these parts kind of are taking up space in your inventory. It'll always let you take parts off of a car, but there's a point where if you have so much in your inventory, it won't let you buy any more things in the tablet. So it'll make you get rid of some of the stuff in your inventory. One of these days we'll show you how to do that. You can sell items. You just go into your inventory and click on them and sell them individually. You can set a percentage and it'll sell everything under that percentage. That's another way I've done it in the past. Or you have the option to store things in your warehouse. That's the door right there, the blue door. It's another cool option you have to get rid of some of the stuff in your inventory, so you can still hang on to it and get back to it later, but you're not holding on to it. That way you can go back to buying stuff off the tablet and replacing parts and fixing cars. I have a feeling we're going to be getting close to our inventory limit soon, because I haven't really sold anything or gotten rid of anything that I can remember. And when you take apart a whole car like this, like I'm doing right now with the suspension, it's when you start getting into the inventory being too full. I'm in luck because I had a brand new engine sitting over there on the engine stand just waiting to be used, so... I think I'm going to take a bunch of these parts over to the parts bench. Whatever they call that mechanic table over there. And see if I can fix some. That's it. The whole car is taken apart. The only thing I didn't take apart was the body panels, but that's because the body condition is... the frame condition is 88%. That's the body part of the car. That's not bad. For being this early in the game, I'm going to keep 88. I'm not going to even try and fix it up. Well, I don't have the option to fix it up right now without the third bay, but let's see what we got. What am I doing? Oh, there's where you press. I've literally never repaired anything on this bench before in this profile on this game. So I'm just gonna... I'm at a 80%, about an 80% repair rate. Not even, you know, 75 to 79%. Hopefully the ones that make it through and are actually repaired go on this Corvette. I see some parts in here that aren't part of the Corvette. Yeah, like those rear suspension upper arms, those aren't part of the Corvette, but whatever. So now I go to my inventory and I can see what got fixed and what didn't. I'll sort this by condition. So all these parts didn't get fixed. It won't even attempt to fix parts that are less than 15% condition or 15% life left. They have to be at least 15% to even try and repair. That's why you see all these parts right here. So let's get up to 15. And then you'll start seeing a gap. So certain parts it won't, you can't even have the opportunity to try and fix. These parts that are above 15% are parts that you can't fix at all, no matter what level you're at. So the sway link ends, the sway bar end links, the springs, the caps, the tie rods, the bushings, air filters, all that stuff you can't fix. The body panels you can fix. You just have to wait until later in the game. You have to kind of earn that capability. Brake pads, I want to say brake shoes you can repair, but brake pads you can't. Disc brakes, you never are able to fix those. Hub bearings and hub caps, you can't fix those. Unfortunately, fuel tanks you can never fix. No matter how far you get in the game, those are never fixable. When you earn your third garage bay, you get a battery charger, so I hang on to the dead batteries. And then you'll see there's a huge jump. Some of these parts are just what I took off of old cars and kept, never sold, never got rid of. And then there'll be a huge jump up to like 100%, because this is all the stuff that I've either bought and not used or gotten and fixed. Actually, let's go ahead and put a couple of these barns on the map. So our inventory is pretty full. We're almost to the bottom. There we go. So a lot of this stuff is for our Corvette. So let's go back over to the Corvette and see what we can put back in it. Oh, we got 4 of these. We only need 2, so that's a good thing. Oh, we've only got 1 bottom suspension arm. And not enough bearings to do that, so let's buy some bearings. Not bearings, some bushings. Not even saying the right words. I'm just gonna buy 10. That's what I'm limited to buying on the console. I think you can buy 30 on the PC, but I don't want to buy that many and take up that many spots in my inventory. Alright, there's a bottom suspension arm. Steering rack I can normally fix. Sway bars never get fixed. See? 59%, so I'm going to get out. Actually, I might reuse that sway bar. I don't know. I haven't really decided yet what I'm going to do. I'm going to see how many of these... Oh. I hate using this, but I never really use these when I play this game, so I might as well use it here. It's a free part that I opened in a case. Might as well just use it to save myself some money. I didn't buy any tie rods. Didn't do the shocks. Let's do the outside. Let's work from the hub out. Maybe we can get some new wheels on this thing and we'll just leave the inner suspension components all crusty. That's where we'll save our money maybe. So the bearings are not going to be fixable. They got 1/3. You know what? We can just go for 100% on all these parts and just leave them until we make some more money and do them in the future. This coil spring rear axle is always a good thing to have completed. Because, man, it is expensive if you don't get it fixed. Spring, I don't think those are fixable. Well, I did get one fixed. Yeah, see, none of those are good. Knuckle housings are normally fixable. Just one, huh? Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna shortcut this. I'm not gonna put old parts on this car. I'm gonna wait till I make some more money. I'd be ashamed to put used parts back on this car. I know it's not gonna be perfect because I can't do the body and all that, but I'm not gonna put old stuff on here. I want to put good stuff back on here. We'll see what else we got. Did have one of those. I'm out of springs, I know. So skip that. I don't think I have an axle. A knuckle housing, I mean. And then fuel tank. I know I can't. I know that that didn't get fixed. So I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of money on this thing. Actually, let me check the control arms. Those are normally fixable. Just one. One U-bolt is good. Really? I'm gonna buy a U-bolt just to finish this one off. Leaf spring. Be ashamed to attach that thing with only one U-bolt on it. Alright, so we did a lot to it. It's not perfect, but it's a start. We still got almost $40,000. I didn't want to spend all my money fixing this Corvette, so we'll leave it as it is. I'll tell you what, we'll end the video when we put the engine in the car. So we'll take that one off. And we will put it in here. This is the one I pulled out because it's got the question mark. See, this is the 100% engine, so that's the one we're going to put in. And let's enjoy what it looks like. See, that is cool. And the fan's on the front, spark plug wires are in. That engine is done. The only thing it's missing is the starter because you got to put the gearbox on first. There's a couple of things I look for on the engine to see if it's completely done. Number one is the clutch release bearing. That means everything from crankshaft is done because you can't put any of that stuff on unless the crankshaft is done. I look for the oil pan. That means the engine internals are all done because I won't let you put that on unless the pistons and rings and all that stuff is done. I look for the head covers because that means the top of the engine is done, and then spark plug wires, that because the heads, the plugs, those have all got to be in for the spark plug wires to be done, and then the air filter cover. So air filter cover, plug wires, clutch release bearing. You can kind of look for exhaust manifold and oil pan, and then on the front you look for the fan. If those things are on the engine, your engine's pretty much complete, because you can't put the fan on until the alternator and power steering pump are all on. You can't put the fan on until everything else is in place. So that's one thing that you can look for. If there's anything that you will forget when you look for those things, it's things like this: the ignition coil, the fuel filter in the back. You know what? The filter. Where is the fuel filter? Where is it? There it is. My goodness, I didn't even see it. So little things like the fuel filter and the ignition coil, you'll forget those things because they're just standalone parts that you gotta plop on, but it won't let you sell the car or run it unless those things are on there. So that's how I take a look at the engines and see if I've put everything on there that needs to be there. So we'll end this video here. Let's put the hood back on just because we can. Go back to normal mode, close it up. Oh, you know what? We're going to have to buy a new hood. This is a supercharger hood. That looks kind of silly. So, alright, we'll take the hood off. We'll leave it like it is. Let's do a couple more orders, get back comfortably above $40,000, and we'll put some nice wheels on that thing and sell that thing to make some money. That's it, guys. We did a quick gearbox and muffler change, and we started restoring our Corvette. Hope you enjoyed the video. Come back next time. This completes my day of planes, trains, and automobile mechanics. I did all three today, so hope you enjoyed it. Come back next time. We'll see what we can do. Till then.